üretildi. Hello. Yeah, I was AFK. तू ही मेरी शब RWC अच्छा calling Akanta Kabir aka Lucifer Nix. হ্যালো আসসালামু আলাইকুম আজকে তো আসবেন না নাকি লাইভ স্ট্রিম আমি শুধু শুধু করতেছি আরো হাফ অ্যান আওয়ার ম্যান আচ্ছা ও ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা রেডি হয়ে যাও ওকে 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 ও ইয়া আমার লাইভ স্ট্রিমের আওয়াজ আমি শুনতেছি মনে হইতেছে আমি কেউ কিছু বলতেছে I didn't clip. Oh, shit. যাই সোলো খেলে মারা খাই স্কোয়াড আর কেউই নেই আজকেও Thinking about the things that we never be going to. Also একটা গালাই চেঞ্জ করবো নেক্সট যদি মনে থাকে Desire, you're a fucking liar. Oh! বলা যায় না চেষ্টা কি থাকতো কিছু বলার নাই আমি জানি আমি ছোট এমন অকওয়ার্ড একটা পজিশনে ফাইট করতে পারি না তাও আমি গেছি আরে গুলি করে জানি কিছু
Looks like every single game so far has had that storm surge active, and these placement points are coming in around the 7th, 8th circle, so you have to be able to survive, have to keep your duo alive, have to manage your mats and your heals all the way through. Impact Fixie going up a few layers, looking for any more vantage points, any more sight lines he can block off. A launch pad coming in as people start to rotate to that 5th zone a little bit early, but the zone just started moving. Ballers all around, a lot of open pyramid edits as well, as Fixie takes a few shots but has those shields available, going up for another big shot up or another build up. Alliance powder goes down. So as we said, these early rotations, then the cutoffs, they're huge in terms of picking up free elims on people moving.
And somebody just tried to force that box as well with that flint knock. Fixie being not about it. Powder is getting enough space to be revived there. You can see that in the top right corner of your screen as the rotation comes out. Not a single player dropped on that rotation so far. We are still at 49 left, and this is kind of the proliferation of those heals. You see more people carrying heals, carrying shields. It allows you to take chip. If you get chipped on rotation, no longer out. Good wall replace there from Shaw and Nira. Getting into Noisy's box. Can they get the wall again as he gets to take it back? Does get it. Can they get the stairs in? And they do. Noisy and Arctic Dangerous going down. Well done from the EVD duo.
Even with all this mobility, these guys now know the meta. It's week 10. Everyone's already caught up. You have to be able to go for these elims when you have the tools, when you have the pressure and that ping advantage as well. Shaw on full HP. Nirwa at full HP. Elims storms for each other on pops. 25 people left alive. That storm surge is going to start ticking as well, as we haven't gone down to that 30 threshold just yet. A lot of action on low ground. Ballers still available to a lot of people as well.
And the one thing you do talk about that ping advantage, it certainly does not hurt to have the better internet going in there. But shout out to SEE and the Vietnamese team being the first one coming through there and putting on a show last night. And I think it's actually something that's a little bit more mitigated when it comes to duos because of the strategies that end up going through, where you'll have one person forcing the wall, the other person trying to replace, or the other person isn't actually trying to get the wall right there, but they're trying to get the stair in first so then they can get the wall there. And you get to start playing games like the double combats, looking for the player in the sky there with the shadow bomb. As you see, their storm surge is active. We'll need to go to 30 players, and they got the knock onto Haibuzin courtesy of the storm right before taking to the sky.
Looks like these guys are at the very highest point of this rift as well. They get to make the final decision onto where to land. No pressure from them at all as we look over. Not that much going on in mid-ground to protect height as it's getting shot out by Rapti. No elims coming out just yet. Everyone playing very, very safe and tunneling very well at the moment. Crew just gets powdered down once again. Scribbly Doggy now looking for any other shots down below his mid-ground tarp layer. That's an option a lot of mid-ground bases have. They can look down anywhere in their box, just protect the top and look for any squeeze eliminations on the bottom side of the map.
And we're going back on this rotation, so you can see how Scribby and his teammate just immediately turn backwards and start editing through their tunnel. Now they can just slowly edit backwards, fire shot, Stink goes out, they spray shots towards it, but it is actually Lanoof who gets that knock. Killigore does go down as well. Lanoof and Clinton had previously qualified, but are doing their best in here. You see Violin in the top left as we get closer and closer to the placement threshold. Kazuna and Scribby, good job cycling out right now. Lanoof does end up going down, as well as a Supremacy attack who was in that top 10. However, they need to be cautious of their mats starting to get a little lower and a lot of tunnels going on around here.
Yes, and it's actually amazing what these guys are doing right now. They're waiting and tunneling as much as possible, not peeking too hard, then waiting for utility to get used. Any rifts, you go for those big shots in the air. Nesty going down now from a lower tarp layer. Once again, they're waiting for people to stop and make mistakes and capitalizing on everything as they did on the Stinks before as well.
That was a huge swing, puts them up to 7 eliminations and into the top 15. That was a 5-point bonus right there for this duo and into 30 points up into the conversation. You can see Shaw then gets the knock onto Waste as everyone gets sent down on ultimate high as Nura is trying to work upwards and get some form of connection. He has the next lowest tarp and he's just going to drop down and say, whatever. Here's all those heals and the utility we talk about as we close in on the next placement threshold. 11 duos left, 14 players, so a lot of solo riders, 8 of them hanging out while only the 3 full duos.
No challenges coming on from height either, which allows Shaw to get these easy pressure picks with this gold scar. These guys making sure their rotations are perfect. Lol Boom now going down. When you have this time, when you have the Pro-Am weekend to prepare your loadout, your loot path, you get these big loadouts that are gold, all the heals you need. Another knock coming in from Nirwa. They're just tearing on this high ground at the moment.
They're doing brilliant, making sure they're getting good angles, but some shots going up finally going to force them. And that's one thing we talked about. Uncontested high ground is great until somebody from the low ground decides to take notice of you. You are the only one raining down the shots. However, cover yourself up and just reset. You'll get that advantage back. As you can see, Nirwa and Shaw doing a brilliant job of this, but look at the chaos on the low ground. Right now, you have Nirwa in your top right, Scrib Doggy in your bottom right. The rest of the action on the left side as Nali gets taken down by Kazuna, and we have our top 5, so it's all about the elims and the victory route as Violinin finds Fixie right after he gets past the 3 duos left. Drop down ends up coming through. Scrib Doggy will he find it, but instead Nirok comes in late to the party, cleans up 1, cleans up 2, and that is it. Shaw and Nirok take home the victory royale. 10 eliminations, 44 points, putting them in contention again. We're into the final hour of Europe. We're right there. These are the matches that decide those last spots. 4 are up for grabs, Shai. That's it, 4 left.
It's all around the world, man. Low, mid, and height, everything getting contested. Juice to milk for eliminations on every single layer. And Shaw and Nirwa just played it perfectly there. We see the chaos of all these builds, all these layer switches, people just trying to survive. It is the last week as well. Everyone's just trying out their honed strategies over these 9 weeks of preparation they've had, solos and duos. A lot of people splitting up, playing with new duos as well. We've seen that a lot in NA East, as well in EU, as we get into this next game. Issa and Camo on the low ground.
Yep, and you can see that controller duo trying to represent and do everything they can. Issa having already qualified for the solos camo, trying to find his way to New York City. Can they make it? And this is actually one of the thinnest end games we've seen so far, with 39 players left, still 22 duos, so a little more action going on the mid game. As you can see, Representative Issa and Camo's 8 elims right now. Super impressive, and there you go. Finally now into that last hour. Third time was the charm, 56 minutes remaining. And again, if you are just joining us and it's one of your first weekends watching, it is 3 hours or 10 matches. The semifinals were played yesterday and the qualifying spots are in the top right. We have already seen the BES duo advance out of Oceania and the Trigger QQ duo from Vietnam take home the spot out of Asia. Which 4 will join them in Europe? And who do you got your eyes on, Shai?
For me, at the moment, I think that Shaw is just playing amazingly right now. I also think that there's going to be a lot of chances for Camo and Issa to pop off as well. They've been up and down in the leaderboards at the moment, but as we can see over here, these high elim games, if you get 1 or 2 pop-offs, you're right back into the running. There is only an hour left, but everyone's already experienced in playing their 10 games, knowing that, hey, if we're behind 2 or 3 games, we can play a little bit aggro here and then catch up with those big placement types of games later on. So hopefully these guys and their game plans work out. We'll see what's up right now. A little bit of a sneaky game coming in, a 4-gun loadout, which we don't see too much from Issa, with combats, ARs, drum guns, a very AR-heavy medium ammo loadout. Low people as well on mid at the moment. A lot of calmness. When there's not too many people in the server, you have these stalemate moments where a lot of people get to have a lot of information. Now this is good for 2 reasons. One, the people who are boxing up know a lot of things about one another. But the bad part about it is that if everyone has information on everyone, there's so many more sightlines that get abused and used for eliminations left and right around the whole map.
Yeah, it's much harder to manufacture eliminations in this circumstance because everyone is used to playing. And it's kind of nuts that we've gotten to the point in Fortnite where 39 people in a 5th circle is like, oh yeah, you know, that's not that dense. You know, it's fine. You got some room to move around and work with. But like, normally the reason people say play for late is because when you get so chaotic, if you are deliberate and you're able to get your rotation down, you will get opportunities to pick off other players. And you can see there just how aggressive these guys have been. 1,102 damage above the storm surge threshold. Again, that will turn off once we get down to below 30 players. As you see the launch pad come out, no bonks there. Thought about challenging for height, instead gonna go far side of the zone and box up and turn.
Camo now missing his partner, actually. They finally get together once again. He's going to be boxing up, waiting for any elims to happen. These guys have 8 elims together in total. Heavy Snipe coming into onto the box as well in front of him. No follow-up, though, as it's not possible. These guys are on split layers.
Come on, Camo, you don't have any shotgun.
Different vantage points. Sometimes the synchronization can get desynchronized when you're not together with your duo partner.
Stay with your buddy. Particularly, it's week 10. Come on. Like, how many times, like, unless your name is Mongrel, like, trying to just 1v2 the rest of the lobby generally hasn't worked out for a lot of players. And right now, Issa and Camo recognizing that, getting back together, still on 8 elims, and now they're going to try and kind of level out the loadout. Interesting to see him dropping the heavy sniper in favor of still running the double AR, but I'm Trash living up to his name there as Issa just blasts him with the combat shotgun. Can't poke there, can't challenge against one of the best players out of Europe. Gets the conversion over, and we're closing in on that top 15.
Very, very smooth build over there to get right back up to his partner. But no, these guys are split now. Issa going on for a 1v1. Camo getting a nice low tier or low ground knockdown on his enemy. Max going down on 60 hertz. You got to up those hertz, but you guys see these people coming. Camo moving around. Issa popping off on his lair as well. These guys are owning the whole server, making sure everything's getting shredded down on numbers. Ash going down as well. The finish is coming out. These guys have collectively done so much damage. Drop-offs. It's chaos. Mods going down. What's happening over here, Sunday?
15 elims. He just ran up to 15 elims, and notice how he's constantly checking his side.
Oh my god!
16
oh my god!
Goes down as well. Who says you need a teammate? He says Mongrel. Who? My name is Ghost Issa, and I'm here to make a play. Camo's in a box.
Oh my! Oh my god!
Ghost duo. They want to make it to New York City. They want to go together. One isn't enough as we're closing in on the top 10. 38 points so far. 17 elims. They're already on 22 points just from this match, but they will not stop yet. There's still chaos going on. Pushes forward. Jexy goes down. Trap gets armed right next to him, and they're into the top 10. Issa picks up another one on the high ground. They're on 19 now. He needs to circle back around and find the zone, and he finally does. Narshni goes down. Delay goes down. Top Boy goes down. Close to get on top 5, and he finds it. Jinsen
Six kills. Seven. Oh my god.
They haven't taken any damage that's significant at all. Still both alive on separate. They're playing solos. Guys, you queued up for the wrong mode. What's going on? It's 9 circle, 8 people alive, both on separate layers. Still 3 stinks available for pressure, doing their own thing. Back to back. Intensive goes down. The workout's too much for him.
Intensive
on height to help out his buddy.
No. Camo.
Finally, these guys are getting put in check. Issa taking stinks. 1 HP. He goes down. Can Camo clutch up? A mini coming up. The enemy pops in with a heavy sniper. Mark bringing down their big rain, but so many eliminations as we move on to the last 1v1. Alphen up with Mark going and bullying the last solo player left alive. Issa's big rain going down. Camo also going down as well. Alphen with a big combat shotgun pop shot. Intensive 8x finally going down as well. They secure the elim points. They secured the victory royale as well, but Camo and Issa, holy moly.
That was huge right there, but not to be understated. Alphen and Duo picking up 18 points right there, 8 elims and the victory royale. Zeke, that was nuts.
I mean, first of all,
that was
great
beautiful.
first cast, especially in that game.
Yeah, I saw.
हेलो
আরে আপনি প্লেস্টেশন কেমন অন করলেন অফ করে দেন ভুলে অন করে লেছেন মনে হয়
हाँ एल के तो भाई आज भी टाइम है ना
আমার লাগবো না আমি এই যে শেষ করে যেতেছি গো আমার চারজন
তাই নাকি
কি করবো এক একজনের ফোন দেই এক একজন আহে না ফোন দিয়া ফোর্টনাইটে ঢুকাইতে চাই ঢুকে থাকে অ্যাপেক্সে বাদ আনফ্রেন্ড ম্যাচটা শেষ করে আনফ্রেন্ড আমি খেলাই পারি না
ভাই সবাই নুব সবাই নুব
কি করতেছি আমি
এটাই বুঝতে হয়
जैन दिले देन ग्राउंड गेम्स खेला जाएगा